LPBW's Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler reunite with Amy and Chris for first time since engagement. Hello viewers, I am Elena. Welcome back to my channel. USA Daily History for Roloff family latest news update. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. In a teaser for the Tuesday, March 19 episode, shared by TLC, Matt, 61, and Caryn, 56, visited Amy, 61, and Chris, 61, for a dinner date, and Matt hoped the outing would not be awkward with his ex-wife. I don't know if she's going to make this awkward, or she's okay with it. The father of four, who was married to Amy from 1987 to 2016, explained to producers. But we're going to find out in a few minutes. Before their arrival, Chris warned Amy that Caryn's ring was bigger than hers. The diamond is going to be bigger. Oak, how much bigger? Amy questioned in a solo confessional. You make it sound like it's a rock that covers her whole hand, but I don't give into all that stuff. Almost immediately upon sitting at the dinner table, Amy asked Caryn to see the ring. Matt and Caryn have always been vague about their plans to make it down the aisle, but the TLC personality shocked fans by announcing his engagement to Caryn in April 2023. After 6 wonderful years together, I asked Caryn to marry me. And she said, yes. Matt told People, our plan is to enjoy our engagement, and we are looking forward to a simple but elegant wedding in 2024. The pair opened up about their backyard engagement during the March 12 episode of the series, with Caryn telling cameras she had no idea that Matt was planning to propose to her. The sun has set, so the ambience was just really cozy and nice. Caryn explained before Matt decided to get the ring he had hidden in his room and just go for it. And I pulled the box out at the exact time that I said, will you marry me? And she looked at the box, looked at me, and then she had that feeling like, what's this? He recalled of his proposal. But she opened the box. There's good things in this box. Matt introduced his relationship with Caryn in 2017, 1 year after he finalized his divorce from Amy. While Amy married Chris in 2021, Matt's relationship with Caryn was more controversial, considering she was the longtime manager of Roloff Farms. Everybody, I believe, have different people that they jive with at different stages of your life. I have absolutely no regrets looking back over Amy and I's 26 years of marriage. The Against All Odds author told producers at the start of his relationship with the mom of 2. We outgrew each other in some way. And now, my heart's open for Caryn. Why LPBW fans still think Caryn and Chris are using Matt and Amy. It doesn't seem to matter that both Amy and Matt Roloff are in committed relationships, as some little people, big world viewers feel their partners, Caryn Chandler and Chris Marek, are using them. Caryn and Chris became a part of the family after Matt and Amy decided to divorce. To many viewers, Matt was a narcissist who tried to control Amy and dismissed her ideas about the farm. However, even after Matt and Amy divorced, they had to remain amicable due to their shared ownership of the property. As time wore on, they pursued new relationships with Caryn and Chris. But little people, big world viewers noticed a few red flags. They worried the Roloffs were being used for their fame and money, concerns that continue to this day. While some viewers have started to more or less embrace Chris, they haven't warmed up to Caryn in the same way. Caryn and Matt began dating in 2017, with viewers learning that Caryn was instrumental in running Roloff Farms. Caryn worked behind the scenes at the pumpkin patch for 10 years as the manager. As such, some TLC viewers still believe that Matt and Caryn had an affair, with Amy hinting at it in her own book. Caryn has also been accused of being with Matt for his money, as it is said he is worth $4 million. Caryn's behavior hasn't helped assuage these concerns, especially after inserting herself in Matt and Zach's feud last season. Even though viewers have a higher opinion of Chris thanks to his attempts to bond with the Roloff children, some still feel he is also trying to get into Amy's deep pockets. He once took to Facebook to discuss being a player, leading many to believe he was and still is trying to deceive Amy. However, Chris has his own very successful real estate business, meaning he likely doesn't have an interest in Amy's. Still, little people, big world viewers are fiercely protective of both Amy and Matt, since they have been on the journey with them for years. Little people, Big World's Matt and Caryn make giant announcement to the Roloff family. In the next episode of Little People, Big World, Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler will be revealing some major news to the rest of the family. Little People, Big World Season 25 has featured a lot of dramatic moments in just the first few episodes alone. Zach Roloff had to deal with emergency shunt surgery. There's been some tension between various family members over planning a fundraising event, with Amy Roloff taking charge and being accused of acting like a dictator. Some happy moments will also occur this season, though. According to a promo for the next episode of Little People, Big World Season 25, courtesy of TLC, Matt and Caryn announced their engagement. While the teaser doesn't include the entire family's reaction, it does show Matt and Caryn revealing the big news to Amy's husband, Chris Marek. "I asked Caryn to marry me, and she said yes," Matt says at the start of the promo. Chris leans over the table across from the newly engaged couple to inspect the ring on Caryn's hand. Then Matt adds that he and Caryn will be doing things completely different for their wedding. "We're going to invite you guys," he jokes before bursting out laughing, which causes Chris to laugh as well. In a confessional, Caryn admits that she and Matt haven't come up with the guest list yet, so she was worried when Matt told Chris and he and Amy will be invited. "I was like, uh-oh," Caryn exclaims. Matt and Caryn's engagement is big and exciting news. But the Little People, Big World promo also teases something very disappointing. Zach is walking across the grass and yells out to his son Jackson, "You want to play a game?" The camera cuts to Jackson looking sad. Zach then explains that Jackson was playing soccer with other kids, and some of them pointed out that he's different. He notes that his son is hearing comments like that for the first time. The promo ends with Tori Roloff going over to Jackson to try to console him. "Are you okay?" she asks. It's heartbreaking to hear that Jackson is being teased for being different, as Zach described. In the comments section of the Instagram post for this promo, several social media users expressed the same feeling. Kimarion Coinash said, "I can't handle Jackson getting his feelings hurt." Hopefully, Tori and Zach will be able to encourage Jackson to keep playing the soccer game and prove to the other kids that he's just as worthy of being there as they are, and that he deserves to feel loved and valued not just within his own family, but in society as a whole. Matt and Caryn got engaged back in April 2023. Amy has already moved on with Chris, so it's great to see Matt being able to do the same thing with Caryn. However, she hasn't always gotten the best reception since first appearing on Little People Big World. Caryn has been accused of ruining Matt's life. It was revealed in a recent episode that Matt will be leaving the farm to Amy when he dies. During that scene, Caryn noted that she doesn't want to inherit the property. Even if she did have a hand in that decision, it's probably for the best that Amy inherits it instead. Did Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler break up? New details on their alleged split. Did Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler break up? Caryn Chandler and Matt Roloff got together shortly after the shocking split between Little People Big World stars Matt and Amy Roloff. Chandler was originally an employee on the Roloff family farm in Oregon. The couple seemed to be going strong, and it looked like they were happy. However, lately, there have been rumors there's trouble in Roloff paradise. The couple's relationship has been a big focal point of the show, and although fans haven't been too keen on Caryn, the kids were ultimately happy their father is in a new relationship. Amy, Matt's ex, is in a relationship with Chris Marek. Matt gushed about Caryn's work on the farm before and after they got together. Caryn is instrumental in running pumpkin season. She's run it for 10 years, Matt said. She tries to get Amy as involved as she can. There was awkwardness a little bit, but we're all kind of finding our way. I enjoy Caryn immensely. Whether we're working or whether we're relaxing, we have a great time together. Seems fishy she left her longtime job without any explanation. I really like and appreciate the fact that she wants to spend personal time with me, Matt said of Caryn. It really warms my heart. Amy and I had some compatibility when the kids were born, but looking back after the kids were gone, we realized we don't really have a lot in common. Roloff hasn't posted any photos with Chandler since the beginning of March. Fans noticed and commented on the absence of her in his social media. Glad you're smiling amidst your breakup. Sorry to hear the sad news, one fan wrote. I have been reading headlines today that say, Matt and Caryn are over, and I couldn't be happier for him. Smart move, Matt wrote another. Matt is still a homebody. Caryn tried to get Matt to go out more, and it did not really work. The Instagram unfollow. This is usually the kiss of death on a relationship. But his profile picture is still of himself and Chandler. Anyone else confused? Caryn said if Amy didn't want her to come around anymore, she wouldn't. One person wrote on Facebook. Matt has even commented on their awkwardness. She tries to get Amy as involved as she can. There was awkwardness a little bit, but we're all kind of finding our way. Roloff bought his own place away from the farm, but Chandler was not listed as a co-lister. It would seem shacking up together would be the next step for the couple, but there have been no announcements that they're moving in together. Roloff took to his social media to shut down the breakup rumors. No, it's fake news. We did not break up. On a recent trip to Mexico where he was solo, he commented again when a fan asked, "Where's Caryn? Did you guys break up?" He responded, "We did not break up." Play dates are important for kids to develop social skills and foster positive connections. Unfortunately, they can also be exclusionary and make some kids feel left out. One girl was dealing with this problem when her brother was invited to more play dates than her. Instead of trying to find a constructive solution to the problem, their dad shut down and completely banned play dates in their house, which angered his wife. Now, she's looking for a solution. Toddlers can be such nightmares that it can be hard to imagine that all of us were once diaper-clad holy terrors too. But when you're in the toddler trenches as a parent, it can be hard to see through those dark days of tantrums and obstinacy. One such mom turned to parents on Reddit for advice and reassurance that despite appearances, her tornado of a child will one day be a functional human being. Turns out those terrible 2s, 3s, and beyond are totally normal. All good parents would like for their children to be happier. This is especially true when said children are babies and spend a lot of time acting decidedly unhappy. To see what could be done to lessen the load on parents of babies, researchers examined the effects on a tried-and-true method for soothing. It turns out that if you sing to your baby, they will be much happier. Not only that, but it will likely have a positive impact on the parent's mood as well. For many people, finding a job and getting hired can be quite overwhelming. Considering how competitive the job market is, job seekers want to make sure they're utilizing the correct tools and resources to ensure that they're not only getting recognized, but also securing an interview. Fans still think Little People, Big World star Matt Roloff had an affair. It's been 4 years since Little People, Big World stars Matt and Amy Roloff announced they were getting a divorce after nearly 3 decades of marriage. But tensions are still high between the former couple as they continue to run their Oregon farm together. A promo for season 14, which premieres on April 2, shows the exes fighting over their property. And Matt's not-so-new girlfriend, Caryn Chandler, is pressuring her beau to distance himself from Amy. "I'm not going to be held hostage by Amy's indecisiveness," Matt defiantly tells the camera. How did the former spouses come to be so at odds with each other? Here's what we know about Amy and Matt's unfortunate split. When Amy filed for divorce, rumors that her husband had cheated surfaced almost immediately. A large part of that had to do with Caryn, who worked as Matt's assistant and the family farm's manager.